We've got a top Blastoise player today, 19Ezel, I believe is how you're going to say that name, here in Pokemon Unite in this ranked matchup between some Masters. We also have a 5-stack going up against them with that MYG squad, it looks like right there. And this is going to be interesting just with that makeup alone. You can see that we've got kind of our two main offensive characters. We've got two supporters on here with Eldegoss and Blissey, and then we have our defender Blastoise. I think that that's going to be an incredible team makeup. We'll see what happens right here in this matchup. And so that's going to be the starting call right here. So let's see what these teams can do. While Blastoise is going to be our focal point, our main Pokemon to spectate, please be aware that we may, of course, deviate and go to. Actually, we have a jungling Blastoise. This is going to be a really interesting matchup, I think, you guys, with a 5-stack going up against them and a jungle Blastoise. That's not completely foreign. It's just something I don't see quite often, especially when you've got Lucario on here. That could have been your jungler, but this is going to be actually pretty amazing, I would think, having a Blastoise jungle. Blastoise really does need that to become effective, needs to level up. A lot of the times, most players going to opt for rapid spin, of course, and you got to obviously level up quickly to get that. But what I was going to say is sometimes we may just deviate a little bit and see some other players and whatnot, so it's not just going to be 100% of the time camera fixated on Squirtle, now Wartortle, Blastoise, that player, and so especially when they're jungling, that may not catch a lot of the action. When we have spectator mode, we want to take advantage of that, obviously being able to see the entire map right here, and so we should take advantage of that power, like I said. And so anyway, it looks like 19, I guess is how we're going to say it, because I don't know if that's Ezel. I want to get your name correctly and everything, but I also don't want to butcher that, so we may just say the Wartortle or 19. Lucario on orange going to be able to get some early points in, but it's just 4 right now. That's usually what Lucario is going to do, though, is just kind of chip away at that goal. Gives it, of course, extra XP and HP. Looks like it is going to fall, of course. Probably not too long can you stand up against 3 people whittling away at your health like that, but again, Lucario, very good for chipping away, especially early on at the opposing goal, so it was doing what it should, but obviously Purple had thoughts of its own to do that because they've actually taken down that orange goal pretty far right here. As you can see, it only has 29 points left. Wartortle gonna return to the jungle area and everything, so that's cool. Sticking to that initial plan. No one needs to rotate for Dread, obviously, just yet. We still have a little bit of time before that Dreadnought is gonna appear, so everybody just kind of positioning themselves, doing exactly probably what they should be doing at this stage, so obviously anybody's match. We're still early on, right? Oftentimes this happens, though, whenever I kind of spectate, let's say, a top Cinderace, a top Blastoise, something other than Lucario, I often find myself getting drawn in by the Lucario players. They are always fascinating to watch in the early and late game, I mean, honestly, but especially in this early game, chipping away at those goals and things, and oftentimes you're going to see a Lucario versus a Lucario here in these Masters play, and so looks like most of the orange squad, though, has now rotated down for Dreadnought, and with that, we can say the same for Purple, and so we've got our Blastoise player down there as well. Just kind of, again, it's hard sometimes to figure out which specific point should we be focused on right now as a play-by-play, spectator. So at this point now, we've got about 5 seconds left for Dreadnought to happen. It does look like our Wartortle, obviously with Rapid Spin, going to be able to do some damage right now, make some plays, and I think we are all here for it, right? And so Wigglytuff going to try to stand out front for the orange, try to block everybody, but getting pushed back, easily taken out now at that point. This is always exciting to see, like, who is going to push down majorly and make that run for Dreadnought. Looks like it's in Purple's favor, obviously taking out all of orange at this juncture, so obviously going to now left side team gain those shields, that experience points that comes with the Dreadnought right here, but not having a completely uncontested look at this orange goal. Blastoise going to be trying to come in here and close the distance. Rapid Spin, absolutely deadly, so that was perfect, and we can say with certainty it looks like Purple squad is going to want to just try to break this bottom goal, which they do right at that moment right here. Lucario also with an XL of 40 to be able to drop in as well, so in a pretty good position right now. Of course, a lot of them you're going to see going to farm right now. Just got to emphasize that this does look, like really good top-level play right here. Blissey, of course, getting into a skirmish with this Lucario, and like a good ally should, this Blastoise going to come out and help right here, and they are. It looks like they actually did opt for Hydro Pump, and this is good kind of for your mobility if you're a Blastoise, and you, of course, go with Rapid Spin as most do. It's kind of interesting because I play Blastoise pretty much different than almost anybody. They are going to take out the Lucario right there, which is good. You don't want that danger of having Lucario kind of backdooring you, chipping away at your goals while you're not even around. But like I was saying, I often play Blastoise sort of as that supportive defender rather than either having mobility, attacking, making these big plays. I definitely have never jungled as a Blastoise, so this is very, very awesome for me. You love seeing it, and of course they are about to take down that top goal right there with that 21 dropped in by Blissey, almost getting taken over by the Lucario, but nope, not able to stop it at that point. point, and of course, getting a little bit to basics, but obviously when you use Hydro Pump with Rapid Spin right there, it will push back opponents, whether it's wilds, whether it's, of course, player-controlled characters, and so that is, again, one way to kind of disengage your enemy as a Blastoise, and so we really love to see 1-9 playing this jungle Blastoise build. It's I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I find this very fascinating, great play right now by really all of the squads and all of the players on the squad. When you look at the levels of all of the players too, just look at that down at the bottom middle that we get access to as spectators right now. This Lucario, actually, we want to make mention of that, going up against 4. In fact, appearing to go up against the entire orange squad like that all by itself, doing such a great job of taking down their health like that as a Lucario can, and orange Cario looking to actually pull off that aura, the Unite, and then we can see Blastoise actually able to pull off a Unite of its own a little bit late. Sometimes that's one thing about Blastoise that's going to be really tough, and just like this move here too, Rapid Spin and Hydro Typhoon, those are both moves that have a little bit of a delay when you activate, and it's just kind of one of those. Blastoise doesn't have too many weaknesses, but that's one of few, I would say. And the left side team, obviously, Purple Squad now going to get that Dreadnought again right here in the mid game, and we're starting to get into mid to late, of course, as our jungling Blastoise is at level 12, along with the Lucario, of course, on Purple Squad. But again, I was just pointing out the levels before. Purple Squad definitely with the advantage there, and having gotten 2 Dreadnought positions them really well, I would say, for this late game, and they are ahead, but not by much, by points as well. And so I like seeing this. Sometimes you can be really scared of a 5-stack squad like Orange. We don't know if Purple's 5-stacking or not by name, but we do know Orange, all of them with that MYG nomenclature on their squad. This Cramorant able to disrupt the Lucario, of course, who wanted to drop in that 50, would have been devastating, of course. Really would widen that gap for Purple Squad, and so probably good play right there, of course, by Cramorant. Was able to just super jump to it. It was really right place, right time, of course. And luckily for Purple, they do kind of have this advantage. They're able to stop that Rotom from hitting the goal. They didn't really have pressure from anywhere else, from Orange Squad, let's say, or really the need to hit those wild Pokemon first, because of course they're over-leveled compared to Orange. Orange wasn't pressuring any of the goals, so that was a good spot to find yourself in if you are the Purple Squad right now. And so great play by 1-9 Ezel again. Hope I'm not getting your name wrong. I want to have the utmost respect to you, of course. You are playing a wonderful Blastoise right here. Been a real treat to watch so far, of course. We're back here in the middle of this bottom lane, just kind of seeing each squad who's going to push forward. It's kind of one of these unknown moments of the game where you're either farming or maybe getting caught up in this skirmish, as now the Dreadnought counter has appeared on screen, and we're going to see who really is going to push that advantage, who is going to get that last Dreadnought maybe, although we are very close to the Zapdos appearing on screen as well, so those countdowns being so close to each other. I'm actually seeing now what we can observe right here in front of us is that most of the Orange Squad, they're getting picked off piece by piece. This Wigglytuff may not actually be able to make it. They are so close, and they are actually able to scoot away with just a little tiny sliver of HP, and you can see now the Dreadnought has appeared. I mean, Blastoise is only 8 seconds away, but Purple Squad is all here. They are all able to burst it out with only 3 or 4 seconds left for that Zapdos to spawn. That was absolutely incredible, you guys. And so now all of Purple is positioned well, and they all have shields. This is a great spot to be in if you are that Purple Squad right now. Not really any Orange in the area, but Greninja gonna be using that final. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be using the Unite move and gonna steal the Zapdos right there. That was absolutely wild. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be, I would say, a very tense and chaotic scene right here as Orange now pulls ahead. But look at all of the Purple mobilizing. Every single member of the Purple Squad is now mobilizing on an opposing goal. This is absolutely nuts. What a goal is right, as everybody is scoring left and right. Lucario from Purple up on top, scoring another. And this is where that Hydro Pump rapid spinning Blastoise is really going to come into advantage, as they are all on that final goal. Purple actually ahead of Orange right now, still ahead of Orange with these goals. This is like one of those matches that everybody wants to see. This is just one of those jaw-dropping moments of Pokemon Unite where you don't know what could actually happen in this last little bit of time. Usually the Zapdos spells the end and spells trouble for whichever squad doesn't get it. Now Orange is up ahead. The Lucario that's picking away at those goals. Orange now with that Lucario's help getting 14. All of these little wild Pokemon that it takes out are going to be double the points, and so they can actually keep dropping in these point values, which seem small at first, but then of course upgrade. Being that we're in this very late game, only 30 seconds left, and standing between them is a Cramorant who actually needs to score. Dropping in that 50 would of course turn that to a 100, and I can't believe this Purple is now coming back. 544. I think we are going to lose our minds. Can you see this? 576 to 554. We only have 15 seconds left. Blastoise gonna now now pull off that Hydro Typhoon and take out the Greninja, which would have been definitely a threat, and the Lucario. I cannot even fathom what is going to happen in these last few seconds. Seriously, every single second matters right here, as that is 3, 2, 1. The countdown time is up. I really don't even know who won that. We've got to see this breakdown. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? 590 to 588. That was a match of the century. Ladies and gentlemen, something I completely did not expect and flabbergasted by. I think that completely deserves an instant replay. Just to see that last even 40 seconds of that match was a real treat. You saw purple scoring, you saw orange scoring, and it was really that Lucario on orange keeping them in the game, but then several squad members on purple bringing them back into the game, and that Blastoise having that Unite move ready at the very end. That just came down to precision master play, pinpoint precision play for all of those players. Every single one of them deserves props, ladies and gentlemen. And to win by 2, definitely a spectacle to behold in Pokemon Unite. Click an end screen on screen if you want to see another one, but man, incredible. Just incredible.